When I think of Fields of Life, it paints a very vivid picture for me, and that is a refreshing, healing rain splashing down on dusty little Ugandan toes or East African toes. It is an absolute privilege to be part of something so special.
In a word, it means hope. I think the one thing that struck us all was you saw people who previously may have had a fairly hopeless outlook on life, which obviously affects one's self-image and one's effort, given hope. And just the very fact that you replaced hopelessness with hope meant that you were giving people every opportunity, so possibilities opened up that would not previously have been contemplated. So, one word, hope.
I think it means that every time I get another experience of Africa, it makes my heart get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Fields of Life to me means giving children hope to meet their ambitions and fulfill their dreams.
Well, all I can say, Fields of Life has inspired me spiritually, very much on a spiritual journey, both home here in Northern Ireland and in Africa.
So what does Fields of Life mean to me? Friendship, lasting friendship.
When you go out, the actual joy and contentment that you see through the Ugandans is just totally heartwarming, and it just changes you completely.
Fields of Life is the conduit that God has used in order that we would connect with and partner with in mission, a community on the other side of the world that has become a very dear part of our church and personal family life.
Joy, I think, is the biggest word that I can use. That the joy of arriving in Oneleku on the bus and just seeing the smile on our sponsor girl Jacqueline's face, it is just sheer joy to be there and have time with her.
What does Fields of Life mean to me? I believe Fields of Life knows, as an organisation, knows God's love. And they do that by showing God's love in a real meaningful way through the projects and the people they assist in Uganda and East Africa. And through that, they're able to share God's love whilst showing in a real practical way.
Fields of Life means loving God by loving others and serving God by serving others, and it's now my huge extended family in East Africa.
I consider it a real privilege to work for such an organisation, a can-do organisation, an organisation that brings transformation into the poorest people's lives of East Africa, and it brings change into my life too.
Fields of Life is an organisation that I trust completely, and it's a place where I have been able to use my gifts and talents to serve God, both at home in Ireland, but most specifically in East Africa, where I have built so many relationships that I cherish very deeply.
To me, Fields of Life means a tangible and a living hope.
Fields of Life means realising the potential in kids' lives that otherwise would go unnoticed.
Well, I would say Fields of Life is my international family woven together with faith and friendship.
In one word, it is hope.
Fields of Life means two worlds connecting, our world connecting with a different world in East Africa, but seeing how God is at work in the midst of that and experiencing lives being changed.
Fields of Life gives people in East Africa the real possibility, real hope of transforming their lives one community at a time.
It's the faces of the children and the young people when you arrive up at a school that just show the joy and the hope and resilience and potential.
It's about life changing, it's about transformation, it's about a shared friendship and faith, and it's about delivering projects and helping others to help themselves.
Fields of Life is a family united by our passion for helping and loving others.
Fields of Life to me is about partnership and building real relationships in which we here in the Western world can learn far more from our brothers and sisters in East Africa.
I'm very pleased to say that Fields of Life means a lot to me because it has shown me that when you help people, particularly like the people of Apollo, then they are so willing to go on to help themselves in their development.
Fields of Life means to me being part of a big family under God, our Heavenly Dad, for us as sons and daughters, and therefore brothers and sisters, all being part of one big family, and me being able to contribute by supporting my brothers and sisters in Africa, but them being able to support me by helping me to learn how to be humble and how to be grateful even when I have little.